just live off the land really, whatever reserves they've got there they can use, water, sort of stuff like that.
Recycle, try not to buy new.
It's a low carbon footprint.
It's like nicking a loaf of bread from a shop, stuff like that.
I have no idea.
Living off the ground, so growing your own vegetables, living outside, not using packaging, that kind of thing, I would say.
Living like a bushman, really.
I get a lot of stuff out of skips and rubbish bins and just reuse stuff and grow my own as well on allotments and stuff like that, you know.
Well, a lot of us want to live outside on the land, outdoors, and learn to live low impact, making your own structures, basically growing your own food and being in harmony with the natural ecosystem. And this is like a training school for us to learn how to, like, you know, a lot of us have never lived outside before. I've never lived outside, and this is like a journey into that. I think what seems to be happening is that eco-villages are springing up throughout the United Kingdom, and groups of young and old enthusiastic people are deciding that they no longer want to be part of a system which they don't agree with because it doesn't apply to their principles. And so a great way to do that is the land, because the land provides all the basic things that you need in order to live, without having to contract with or get involved in this system of money and taxes and all the rest of it.
Everyone kind of does a bit of everything here. Vocaliser for cob. I ensure cob gets done, and if people don't, and occasionally if people leave their plates dirty, I just smash them, which is always good. All of this is donated, all of it, really. The tarps donated, the wood donated. All the blankets that insulate our houses are donated. Our food's donated. Am I missing anything? Donated. Everything's donated. Yeah. We kind of make a principle of not buying anything.
Yeah, I promise you, check it out. The Dalai Lama eats bloody meat, for God's sake.
Dalai Lama does not eat meat.
He does eat meat. He eats
Next
meat.
thing you'll be telling me Gandhi went to McDonald's.
Dalai Lama eats meat. Now what I'm cooking is a borscht, and this is some sort of recycled Chinese stuff, and this is just some sort of fried cabbagey thing. But we have a bit of avocado over there, a bit of sort of guacamole dip to go with it.
And all our food obviously comes out of the skips. Local supermarkets, they have sell-by dates on their food because they're obliged by law to throw away perfectly good food. So we go every night with different people.
It's perfectly good food. When I was on a squat in Guildford, we used to get between £400 and £500 of Marks and Spencer's food a week out the skip. We live like princes. Sirloin steak, chocolate profiteroles, sushi. It was fantastic.
There we go. What? Oh, then you just wet it.
Really hard, really. Oh, I'm gonna make some shells today.
What just happened? Whatever the bed is piled up on the floor.
In the morning. And the reason I'm kind of here is I kind of gradually became dissociated from normal society. But then it finally got to a point where I was down in Guildford, I had no money, nowhere to live, and fortunately I managed to go to a free festival, which we then used to squat the land, or in fact claim the land under our lawful rights under the common law. And that was got me into this, but that was then evicted, and I came up here basically. Yeah, they're trying to get planning permission to build here, but it's not their land. As I'm saying, under the common law, any man who takes up a piece of land and develops it in any way is serving the public good, and that's in the interest of humanity. Any developer who comes here is going to be building largely luxury flats that people in this day and age can't afford, and we shouldn't be building anyway because it's a waste of resources. We've got 1 million empty properties in the country, and yet we've got 1 million homeless. That just shows you, where our society is. This is where I live, so at the moment I live here basically. Obviously I don't know what my future will hold for me, but I'm pretty much here permanently. If they can't try and take us off here, I'm going to defend my ground basically, and they're going to have to literally drag me off.
The common law, I don't think it's grounded in any... The notion of common law isn't like legal law, from what I can understand of it. It's something which is unwritten, and it's kind of a law of the universe, if you like. It can't be proven that it exists either one way or the other. There's like lots of different positions. Some people don't want the property, but then again they want the site to be developed, just not with that particular property. Some people don't want the site to be developed at all. Some people don't want the site to be developed, but maybe necessarily don't want an eco-village here. Some people want a park. So there's lots of different viewpoints. And one of the nice things that we do all the time just passively is just having the place open, so that if someone walks by and goes, oh, I fancy going around that place, they can, they're free to do it. Whereas before it was locked and they couldn't get in. And people do come around and they love walking around here, they do. They feel like they're in the countryside. Everyone says, God, the minute I step in here, I don't feel like I'm any more in the city. It's like, that's an awesome thing to be able to do, and we should all be free to do it.
Well, I didn't know anything when I first came here about the eco-village, but having been here 3 months, I've got to know a few of them. It's a very transient community. People come and go all the time. They're making a protest about, well, the immediate protest is about the building of the flats there, but their major protest is they want a society that lives without money. It's a bit hypocritical because they live off the state while they're doing that, so perhaps needs must. On dole payday we get quite a few of them in here, shall we say. I can't put it any different than that.
That's how you got to do it, man.